Hmm.
Okay.
Start.
Tell me about yourself.
Myself, Muhammad Arshad Ahmed, and uh, I completed my MBA finance, and I'm staying in Torichoki, Hyderabad, and uh, regarding my working experience, I worked for 8 years in Saudi Arabia as an accountant, a senior accountant. Then I came back to India, and I'm working now with the Genpact as an Anaplan builder. Um for almost 2 years. I'm staying with my family. I have a kid and a daughter, and uh, with my brothers and sister. So I'm staying in Hyderabad itself.
Okay. What is your project and project? Tell me a project detail.
Project I'm working as an plan model builder, and we are working for the uniform canning company, and this company is our client, and they are old customer. We used to make with the help of Anaplan model. They used to build a model for them, and for all those requirement which they have. Uh, they want the other two stakeholders are there, and the one of them want to know the complete analysis of their actual budget and forecast scenarios. Like it's called as a version, it's a dimension in the and a plan model build model and a plan model, and with the help of that, we used to build the model for them and to know the current status of the business, and provide all the analysis. We provide them. We take the data from them, and data from them of the company, and we used to apply in a plan model, and we used to complete. We will analyze everything, whatever the expenses are there, and how many employees are there, and what are the drivers and what are the expenses for the employees, where are the what are the different locations where their businesses are located, and how many locations, how many what kind of a products they have. All the information we used to gather, and based on that, based on the timely requirement what they want, like the output, whatever the requirement they have, they used to ask us, and we used to provide according to the requirement of the client. And sometimes they used to ask the employee headcount. Sometimes they used to ask how much the employee driver expenses. Sometimes they ask how much the utility or delivery cost, transportation charge. All this information will be used to provide with the help of the analysis of the data which they provide us at a timely basis. And we used to provide them different versions. They have actual version, we have a budget version, and we have a forecast version. Actual version is actually with whatever the current situation of the business which they are in. And budget is they have what they assumed, what they expected, but it depends on the depends on the actual version. We used to provide them the analysis which helps them to plan for the future, like how many products that they need to produce and manufacture, and how many products are required by the customer. We used to hold the accounts of the customers, their customers, which helps them to produce and to distribute. Uh, like Distributor depends on the requirement of their customers. So all this information we used to gather, and we used to analyze, and uh, we used to give complete picture of the all the analysis in the form of UX pages. UX pages are something, the pages which can be seen by the end users. This is the outcome of the all the analysis which is done in the model. Like we used to give them in the model of UX pages. UX pages are something it can be a pie chart, it can be bar chart, it can be column chart, it can be table chart, it can be Donald chart, any chart which they want in that form. We used to provide all the information with on at a glance they can able to know the information, what is the situation, what is the whatever the requirement, the desired requirement is there. So they can able to see. on the UX page. From that, they can able to make the decisions for the coming days for the future. So these all information we used to provide them. We used to whatever the different requirement is there, we used to provide with the help of this analysis through UX pages to the customers. So this is what I was doing for all this years, for 2 3 years now. Earlier I was doing as a senior accountant. I used to do complete take care of all the accounts like GL, accounts payable, account receivable, payrolls, and everything. I was doing in Saudi Arabia, but now here I'm working as an Anaplan model builder, and we are analyzing everything with the help of Anaplan model Anaplan model mm, software. This is a cloud software which is used, which is a very good in terms of analysis in the real time. It can be done from any part of the world. It's a cloud software. It's a real times based software, so which helps us in the real time. Anaplan model builder also can able to do it, make the changes, and also in the real time end user also can see those changes.
Okay. What are the different types of lists?
Yeah, in the Anaplan model builder, there are five types of lists are there. One is the first one is flat list. The second one is a hierarchy list, or it can be said as also is all it is also known as composite list. The third one was numbered list, and the fourth one is list subset, and the fifth one is a drop down list or pick list, you can in other terms. So the first one was the flat list. Flat list is something this list contain the transactional data which does not have any hierarchical parent-child relation type of data will not be there. It's a kind of flat list. There is no connection in between any of the data. So that is considered to be a flat list. And the second was the composite or hierarchical list, right? So the composite hierarchical list is something like it has a parent and child relationship. Like an example, for an example, like a region can be a parent for the countries, and countries can be parent to the locations. So when the same in the same way, it's country is a child for this region, and location is a child for uh, countries. So in the same way, this parent and child hierarchy list can be maintained and can be seen. The data can be seen based on this one. So this is comes under hierarchy. This hierarchy list. Okay. So the third list which I mentioned, like numbered list. Numbered list is something, it is used for especially in kind of to avoid the duplications. Like in a company, in an example, in a company there are a lot of employees are there, like some more than 1,000 employees are there. It can be there is a possibility of having the same names in the same name that create a confusion in the company in record of many departments, so that's why the problem is that's why to avoid this problem, to avoid this confusion, we can use number list. Number list will create a unique identifier for each employee. So in that, with the help of that unique identifier, we can able to identify each employee details separately. So for that reason, we used this numbered list. It's a very good this number list will helps us to reduce the errors in regarding with the employees. It can be this can be used like a like employees or any kind of a different data also, where you have a need a chance of duplication. So this number list help us to keep the unique the details unique for different people or places or something which has an all chances of duplication. The fourth one, which was I mentioned as a list subset. See, list subset is also a very good option. It the list subset is absolutely is one of the option in the Anaplan model. This helps us to example, we have a I can give you an example of employee. There are a lot of employees are there in the and working in the different departments. So One in if you want to know the details of a particular department, like example, there are a lot of department, IT department, sales department, like HR department, so and so on. There are many departments. So from that, if you want to know only the details of the HR department, for an example, so with the help of that, there is a list subset help us to create a separate list that is called as a subset list of subset. So that helps that a list subset is there. So this is called list subset, which helps to, which gives the information of a particular department, a particular like whatever the data we have. It can give you that is especially those that department information. So that can be used in anywhere. This is an example I gave you there. So the fifth option was like a pick. Drop down or pick list. Actually, it can be said a drop down list, or it can be a pick list. A drop down list is something used to allow the end user to select from a list of defined values, like when where we are entering the data in a module, or in the user experience pages are there, so where we can able to we can able to define the values there.
Okay.
Consistently we can able to enter the data here.
Okay. Okay. Next one. What is disco?
Yeah, Disco is actually it is a uh, Disco is something. It is in a way of build the model. Way how we how we build the model. It is a standard approach to build the model. Actually, it has this is the standard approach. We when we start building the model, we used to follow this disco method, disco approach. The disco is actually it is a it stands for D for data module, I for input module, and S for system module, and then C for calculation module, and stands for output module. If you elaborate data module, it is a data module is it targets for the inbound sources other than the model, the information which is there already in the module. Apart from that, it will collect the information from outside, like it can be done the CRM and ERP anywhere, we have a SAP, Excel, Oracle, and different places are there where we can able to trace out the we can able to import the data, and we can held in this one, we can held here, and we can keep this information here. And what was an data module is done. Okay, one moment. One moment. The second one is input module. Input module is something which is which allows the end user to input the data from their side. Uh, that will comes to the in Anaplan model builder, where hello, you able to
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Input module. Input module.
yeah. Just a moment. Yes, my battery is getting down. That's I'll plug in. Why it is not coming?
Okay. Okay.
Just give me 1 minute.
Yeah.
Hello,
Okay.
Alami, you can hear me, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So now I was talking about input module. Yeah, input module is something like the input module helps the end user to enter the data from their side, which can be used. It can be used for the calculation purpose, and we have to save the in a system module where we can able to create to generate the output with the help of that input module. We'll come and store with the help of mapping and making filters. All those we can able to store the data which provided by end users. The third one was like a system module. System module is something where all the static data will be held, and mapping will be done, and um, like time module example, like all the data which we have, we can create that system module, like with the data which we receive from the end user, which will be get stored in a system module with separately. Like example, time module is there. Time module can be made because it will be relevant to total model modules. In the modules, modules can get differ, but system module time setting will remain same. That's why if you use the system module, and then once you set up those modules for the time setting, so that will get can be used for the whole model and can be referenced in different places. Anaplan only needs to calculate the function once and reference it wherever it needed. So that is only requirement here. System model that will help us to that function. Okay, then calculation module. Calculation module is something which this is a heart of the Anaplan model. Why? Because calculation is something which is required to do to create the analysis and to make the analysis and create the outcome, right? So for that reason, we consider calculation model as a heart of the model, Anaplan model. And when all this comes with the help of a data module, and when this calculation model is a meeting point of a data module, an input module, and system module, when they will come together and we can able to do the calculation, all this one. So it's a very good calculation module. If it is not there, we cannot able to calculate anything. Okay, for that reason it's considered as a heart of the model, sorry. And the fourth one was output module is something where with the help of all top four uh, top four modules, like data modules, and input module, system module, and calculation module. With the help of all these four, we can able to generate output module, right? Output module, like whatever the outcome is there, like when we everything calculated with use the data module, we use the input module, when you use the system module, when we calculate all this comes together, we create one outcome that will be in outcome module.
Okay.
That will create the help of the output module, we can able to create the UX pages to show
Yeah.
the end user.
Next one. What is the dimensions? Means what kind of different types of dimensions in Anaplan?
Their dimensions are there are three default dimensions are there: time, version, and list. These are the three are there, which is considered to be a dimensions in Anaplan model.
Okay. Next one. Different types of model calendars.
Different model calendars can be set in the Anaplan model in the initial stage when we create the model. It can be and there is four types of model calendars are there. One is the first one is we can set according to the year, month, or days. And the second was 4 4 3 4 5 4 and 5 4 So in this way, we can able to set the module, uh, set the data calendar. So according to this, we can able to drive the data and get the desired results. We have one more like it can be a journal one, the third one, and not to like 13 or 4 week period. That is one, the fourth one.
Okay, what is a time scale?
Time scale is used in the time scale is something which is which can be used to set the module, set the list actually, set the list in the module uh, yeah, based on time, based on year, month, and days, which can be done in the blueprint mode.
Okay, next one. What is a page selector?
Page selectors are something which is available in the grid view, on the top of the top of the uh, grid table. On the top we can help which are the tabs which are available on the top of the grid table, that considered to be as a page selector. With the help of that page selector we can able to see the data at the instantly on the in the same time, just to change the pages and select the pages according to the required and desired requirement. So if you change it the pages, you can able to see the result, although to see the different results at the same time, just we the page selectors are available on the top. If you change the pages, you can able to see the results also.
Okay, okay. Next one. How many dimensions? How many modules are created in an plan?
How many modules? Models we have created actually. It's We have a different models we created in the Anaplan model. One was the data module. The second was geographical model. Um, the third one was a product module, and the fourth one is a employee module. Uh, so and a revenue model, and like another one was.
Reporting and system modules.
Yeah, in the data module, we have a for like if you elaborate more, we have like a data module. We have a profit and loss account, profit and loss module, and in the revenue we have a price book. We have a volume inputs, margin calculation, margin percentage, margin calculation, price growth rates, and price growth rates staging. Okay, then in the employee we have employee drivers and employee expenses. Two modules we created in employee section, and in the other cost we have a non-employee expenses was there. Like it comes in all the utilities, rent and shipping charges. All these non-employee charge that incur to the company, it is non-employee, which comes under this one other cost. And in the section of reporting, we have a country margin report, we have a size margin report, and we have also profit and loss report. And in regarding the system module, we created 9 modules in this. One was time settings by year, and region details. We have a country details in that. We have a location details, from product family details. What are the we have a product family, like four product family was there, and one was chocolate, toffee, fudge, and one more was thing was toffee, fudge, sauce. The four with the product family, and there are multiple in that they have multiple products they have created. Huh? And the product details we have what kind of detailing of the product, what are the size, shapes, and all those were the information available in that. Pricing, everything, and department details was there, and employee details, and the version details. All this has been, we have made these all modules we have made in this uniform canny company model.
Okay. Okay. And next one, what is sum function and lookup functions? Give me some examples.
Yeah, some function is actually used. Um, some function is actually used to sum up the different to add to values based on the list formatted. Like example, in the uh, sum up some values, like for the like an example. Example, if you want like region based employees expenses report. Okay, so with the help of some equation, it is kind of a one kind of a function which is in Excel, the sum function. So it will work as the same one, but has a different kind of a procedure to use this formula. There is a syntax. There is a syntax. We have a x, then open a square bracket, then we have a we have to write sum, sqm, then after writing sum we have a colon, then space 5 and close square bracket. So what comes in this mean like X means is the source data. Source data means what is the source data we are getting. Okay, what is the source data we want to calculate. Then open the square bracket, then write sum. And what is the cross reference data? Okay,
Cross.
then
Okay.
then close the square bracket. We get the answer for this one. It's a very important actually in terms of getting the like desired result because if you are adding up the different result, the uh, different modules, we can get this information on the at a glance in just 2 3 minutes. We can able to get the result. Otherwise, it will be a very lengthy process to do it, and it is a simple process. Why? Because yeah, only just clicking the modules and in the to set up the formula. It can be set up by only by clicking the formulas, clicking the modules. You will get the desired result.
Okay. What is a lookup function?
Lookup function is also a kind of a same lookup function which is in Excel. It will look up for after the values like any information required which is already in the system in the which is already in the module. With the help of different modules, we can able to you can find out that information which is there. Here we are summing up. But here we are not just we are looking up in the module where it is available and what is based on our requirement. We will just look up in the system. The syntax also same, is almost same because just instead of sum we used to have lookup. X, so syntax like X will be X is considered to be a source data which you want from source, and the square bracket opens, and there is a lookup. You have to mention look, then you have to put the syntax. Then in the instead of y, there is a y. Then instead of y, this is a cross mapping data. You have to get the which you want to cross. You have to map the data. You have to select that one, that module, that list which is required to just select that one, and you put the square bracket, close square bracket. So you will get the result, the outcome with the help of lookup. Whatever the information you want, it will be appearing here.
Next one, what is filtering?
Filtering something is used to limit the data and get the only the desired data which can be focused and can be worked on. Like an example, we want to with the help of in the filtering option, we have a conditions to set, we have a rules to set. Based on that, with the help of filtering, we can able to set the rules, but we want this particular information from the whole data. Okay, we have a large data, and from that we want to limit the data into some uh, by putting the condition, we can able to set the data that we want this much of data from the whole data, and that can be saved also.
Okay, okay. And next one, what is saved view and customized view?
The saved view is something like only save view we can able to change the pivot. the data which we have, with the help of pivot table we can able to change the dimensions. With the help of with getting the dimension change we get the data, and that data can be saved with a different name, so that is considered to be as a saved view. And the customized view is something which we use to hide the data, and also we will limit the data, and we put some formatting, conditional formatting colors on that minimum and maximum. With the help of that one we get the data, and we can set the conditional formatting, and we can save it. So that is called as a customized data. The customized data means like based on your requirement, how you customize and you can save to get your desired results, that comes under customized view.
Okay. Next, what is formula editor with one example?
Which one? Sorry.
What is formula editor?
Formula
Give me
editor.
one example.
Yeah, formula
Yeah.
editor is something like formula editor is available in the blueprint view. The blueprint view where there is a formula bar is there, where which we helps us to enter uh, enter the formula, like sum function, or lookup function, or if then else function is there. Those formulas can be entered in that formula editing bar. If you there is a chevron, if you click the chevron you will get a formula editing bar downside. If you have a big formula, we can insert there, or if it is a small formula it can be set up on the top itself. But if you have a big formula, if you want to navigate to some other modules or list, if you if the formula editor bar comes in downside, where we can able to uh, use the help of a formula editing bar that will remain constant, but you can able to browse the different modules and list, and we can able to click those modules, and we can able to create any formula and get the desired outcome.
Okay. What are the summary methods in? We have different types of summary methods in Anaplan.
Summary methods. Okay, summary methods are used to set up in the Anaplan model. Like it will be available in a blueprint view. Summary methods are something uh, which will show us the exact results. Example, if you want to sum something, if you put in the summary, it will show a normal addition over time, and it will aggregate all the information and will show up in the grid view. If you set up in the blueprint view it will show in the grid view. And the same in the, if you want to give the summary as a formula, that will calculate according to the formula. It will show us result in the based on formula. And show if there is an average, that is the same like a kind of function it performed, it will give us the average of that one, that data. Like we have multiple in functions in that. There is a minimum value, maximum, from all the data what is the minimum value it will show us, what is the maximum value it will show us. Opening balance what was that, the closing balance what was there, true or false we get any there, and first non-blank, last non-blank. Okay, none was there. So ratio we can get from all the data, comparison of two specified line items for the total. So these information can be available with the help of summary method.
Okay. And the next one, what is the if then else functions? What is the if then else
Yeah,
function?
if then its function is used in case of multiple conditions. In multiple condition, syntax will be there. Syntax is also um, will be same as some function and uh, uh, some function and lookup function, but example, if then else function will be used in case of different multiple criterias. If some is not we set up if function is there, which is same as it is in Excel. If you set up the if condition, then you will get that a result. If it is not there, so else result will be appearing in the model, This is a if then else function will provide. Like example, we set up we want any data. For example, employee data is there. If you there is an employee is there. If this employee is available, then provide us the total balance of that employee. If it is not there, then provide the complete details of some other employee. So
Okay.
in this way, we can able to give the use this formula, and we can get the desired outcome from this.
Okay. Okay. How will next one? How will you reduce our model and upfront model size?
Yeah,
Reduce models.
yeah. How will we reduce with the help of like there is a spared city option is there. So spared city is something which is the the cells which are there in an Anaplan modules example. And first of all, we can get the information complete information of the model in the workspace where there is in the bottom of the left hand corners we can have the model info where we can get the information about the model, like how much MB or GB this information is available of the complete model. So based on that, we can able to know this how much the size of the model. Then the sparsity is something which is which we do not require. We need to remove that sparsity. Sparsity is something it's the cell which has zeros, which has empty blank, empty columns. So with the help of the if you remove those empty cells or zero containing cells, then we can able to reduce the data of the of the model.
Okay. What is switch over?
Switch over is something which is used to switch over uh, the current period to the future period with the same kind of a data. We have an option in this blueprint view that we can able to switch over roll over the data which is there of the actual. It can be changed into the future. That can be used, but generally we don't use it, but still we have an option. uh, we are using it. Rolling
Okay.
forecast, yeah, just that is actually we have a complete details the level 2, but for switchover for defining, it's just a used to create a rolling forecast within a model within a model.
Okay.
And switchover is enabled by selecting the time period from the drop down. We have a drop down in a blueprint, so it will override the data in the selected version. Like selected version mean like actual version is that, so it will overwrite into the future forecast period. Select a
Okay.
forecast version. Yes, sorry.
Okay. And next one, what are the time functions we have in Anaplan?
Time functions actually time functions the time settings we have we can able to set up according to the time settings, like we have current period, current versions, but this information is not clear in regarding with us. We have to check it out with this the time setting which we have, like model calendar, everything that comes under time settings only. Time uh, what did you
Yes.
said
Time functions.
time function? Yeah, time function actually we have worked on time settings which comes under time functions, model calendar settings, and we are setting up the versions from the past and the current and the future one. So
Next one,
yeah.
what is a blueprint view?
Blueprint view is a backend, and it's a backend backend view where the Anaplan model builder can able to see it and modify the data which is there. Uh, yeah, modify the data and present the mod like whatever the changes can be done. The Anaplan model builder can able to do it from the backend, which is considered to be as a blueprint view.
Okay. And next one, what is board and what is worksheet?
Uh, Sorry, what you said? Come again.
What is board and what is worksheet?
What is board and what is worksheet? Okay. Board is something which is available in the which can be accessible from my pages, uh, and this is actually used for a high level information at a glance. And boards has different kind of a charts in that. With the help of those chart, like cards like text card, image card, KPI card, action card, map card, grid card, these all cards are there in the board, where we can able to design it, and we can able to create the information in the visualization in the with these cards, which helps the end user to know the information at a glance, and they can able to plan according to it. And in regarding with the worksheet is actually used for drilling and to see the very granular details, and to make the changes with the worksheet is very helpful. And it displays a large amount of data, large volume of data for analyzing and editing. It has an inside panel
Okay.
to the right of the grid, where you can add quick links to the other pages also, and you can add cards for the additional insights. You can update also in the future.
Okay. What is ALM?
ALA is actually ALM. Uh, it's a life cycle management life cycle management, right?
Yeah.
It's it shows a complete the application's life cycle, and we can able to manage it. This all the applications like how they can be used, and how they can able to there's application we can able to manage it according to the desired way. So which help us to give the outcomes which we required. Actually, based on that, we can use this ALM.
Oh, okay. It is.
We don't have the much concept on that. Just I'm just giving a small definition for that.
Okay. Okay. Next one. What is on context selectors?
Yeah, context select is actually is a drop down list that enables to switch flexibly between dimension values, and change the context of the page. And yeah, we can able to configure the context selector to guide users to the data they need to see. Whatever the data they you want to see, we can with the help of context selector, we can guide the end users to see whatever the requirement they have. With the help of that, they can able to see. Like it can be used for the charts. It has a with the help of context selectors, the charts get changed, and they provide the information.
Okay. Next one. What is the different card? What is the different cards we have in
Uh,
our?
yeah, different cards. We have a chart card. Okay, chart card. Yeah, we have a chart card, text card, grid card, KPI card, image card. We have a map card. We have a grid card. So I think it one, two, three, four, five, six, seven are there.
Okay.
I
What is
think
K?
this is I think two, seven. One was field card also there. I think. Oh, yeah, field card is also one.
Chart card, grid card.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, what are you asking?
Okay. Okay. KPI card.
KPI card is something a key performance
Here
indicator.
is KPI card.
Yeah, yeah. KPI.
What is KPI?
Yeah, KPI card is something no stands as a
It is okay.
key performance
No, no. It
indicator.
is what is yeah, yeah. What are the different? What is the difference between board and worksheet?
Yeah, different between board and worksheet. Board is the high performance. Uh, it will show us the high performance analysis at a glance with the help of those different charts. But here in a worksheet provides us the high volume of data, and we can able to see the data, small data also. the granules of the data also we can able to see in this worksheet. In the board it will not be there the high volume of data, but it has all the information in the form of like different cards.
Okay. And next one, what are the different modes of model?
Sorry, different modes.
Different, yeah, different modes of model.
Different modes of model. Like, can you
Yeah,
give me a hint?
different modes means
Like different modes mean what kind of a
but I
different
don't
mode?
know what is modes. I think modes in particular. I don't know modes. What is the modes means? It is a different question. I think. No. Okay. Next one. What is the reporting pages and my pages?
Reporting pages and my pages.
Yeah. Yeah.
The reporting pages are something are the slides. Each slide tells the part of story, which with the cards in the same way. When in the board we used to make it some cards, right? With the help of that one, we can able to see those report pages, and you can uh, sorry. One moment, I'll just let you know. The reports are the slides, deck of slides which can be used for providing all the analysis of the of those data, and we can able to compose with the cards. In the same way, we can build boards and worksheet also.
Yes. Okay. Next one. Um, what are the different UX pages you
And
created?
you ask about my pages also, right?
Yeah, yeah. UX pages.
No, no. You ask the report pages and my pages.
What my pages? Yeah. What is reporting pages and my pages?
Report pages are something. These are the slides which have the information. You can able to position also those cards anywhere on the slide. Okay, and but in regarding with the my pages are something which can be available in the model, uh, and we can able to create personal pages for both for my pages area and also app contents. App is something with related pages are there. Related pages, the combination of related pages. That is called as a page. That is app, which has a multiple pages related to each other, and this my pages is a section where apps and also the pages can be made, and we can keep uh, for a future reference.
Okay. What are different UX pages you created?
Uh, Different UX cases where we have a volumetry and margin summary reports. These two reports we created as a UX pages.
Margin summary and volume entry.
Volumetry, yes. With the help of that, we have given all the information to the end users for the future planning.
Okay. Next one, what is workspace administrative access?
This is workspace administrative access is something with more features in the models than users. Like workspace administration will have a access more than a users. Users mean end users, and they can control the access to the models and features within the model. Like Anaplan model builder is there. He is considered to be a workspace administrative. Like he has those access. more than anything anyone else. Like end users are, they do not have that kind of that much of access. He has the access, because he creates the model, so he will allow, like he'll be part of the administrative access. So like based on the roles of the end users, they will assign the access to the people. An example, like sales department, he doesn't he will look after the sales, and whatever the things are related to the sales, he will give the access to the sales department. HR is there, so access for the HR department only, like employees, payrolls, all those employee drivers and expenses. Like in the same way, then IT department is there. So based on that, they will segregate those departments, and they will give the access to the particular persons who are responsible for those roles and responsibilities.
Next, what are different types of roles and access we have?
Sorry,
Different types roles and access we have.
we mean like okay. Uh, we workspace administrators. You mean to say workspace administrators or unapplied model builders?
Workspace, not it in Anaplan. Actually, different types of roles and access. Access means it is
Hmm.
administrator access, na?
Yeah, it's like
But what are
we have
different?
means we are considering like other unapplied model builders or administrative users, right? Administrators, right? So we have a models are role to the we can use model roles to group users that share common data access needs, and model roles enable you to tailor model content need a specific business functions, security, and streamline process, and modify the access quickly and easily. You know,
Okay, next one. What is selective access?
sorry,
Selective. What is selective access?
selective access. Okay, selective access is kind of access which enables administrator to restrict the access to the list and list items on a user by user, there is end user, and there is a different users are there. Like end users can be one or multiple, so based on that he can restrict the access to the list and modules based on the roles and responsibilities. So this selective access helps the workspace administrator uh, to give the access to the different users based on the roles and responsibility.
Okay. What is an app?
App is a collection of related pages.
Related pages. And there's
Yeah,
enough.
related
Okay.
pages. We are like example. An example, app has those apps can be multiple based on the pages we created are they, if they are related together, they are interrelated. Like sales are the sales pages we have created different sales, so we can keep in one app. So this is
Okay.
a
Okay.
collection of the related pages at one place that is considered to be an app.
Okay. Next one. What is sorting?
Sorting is something which help us the unapplied model builder to sort them according to the ascending and descending or A to Z, A to Z. The data, if you want to see information from the employees are there from with the names, with, employees are there with the names from A to Z, but they are like a jumble up from messed up with the names it is not in the SQL basis, or in the SQL it is not this. So with the help of ascending or descending, we can able to make it from A to Z or Z to A. And the same way, you have a data, we have a data from from hundred thousands to lakhs or crores. So you want to see the bigger value on the top side. With the help of ascending and descending, we can able to like see the data. If you big number you can see on the top and small number down, or sometimes you want to see the small number up and the big number down. So this will the sort help us to do it easily using these ascending and descending options.
Okay, next, what is the current period?
Current period is something which we are working in the current month.
Okay. What is the versions?
The three versions, the
Version versions.
two default versions are there. There's actual and forecast, but we can add budget also. Actual version shows us the current condition of the business and future. With the help of actual version, the Anaplan provide the future version also. So which helps the end users to plan according to the future forecast version.
Okay. Um, Okay, it is completed. I think all our questions are getting.
Done. Okay. So I'll stop recording. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Shall I stop?
Okay. Okay. Sure.